Hello everyone and welcome to week 7 of the online course development program. I apologize that this video is late. I've been a little under the weather. But anyways, we are now halfway through the online course development program, which is hard to believe, but it has snuck up on us. Next week is reading week, so we do not have an in-class session and you will not get a video from me. I understand how busy you are with marking, but if you would like to have some one-on-one help with either myself or Mark, we are available, and I am available every day next week except for Thursday, going down to an online showcase down at George Brown. Okay, so for week 7, last week we were looking at the course modules, getting those written. And this week coming up, we're going to be looking at online discussions for learning and evaluation. So I'm just going to pop over to our shared shell. So here we are, and as per usual, you have some work to do in your workbook, as well as there's some really great articles on effective online discussions. And we have a video from Mark on how to mark discussions within Blackboard. Underneath this, we have some information on groups. One word of caution for using groups when you are having discussions. If you put your students into groups and then you deploy a discussion, so each group would have a discussion, you do lose these marking capabilities that Mark's going to talk about up here in this video. You can still mark them, but it is more manual, where you need to go through and check that each student has done it, what they've done, and then you'll have to add a grade column. We can talk about it a bit more, but I do like to give you a bit of caution on that if you have them in a large group, you do have this marking, these marking features available to you that you do not have in a group setting. Tomorrow is Friday, and we will be getting together from 9:30 to 11:30, again in K203, and we're going to be looking at information design concepts. And I do not expect you to come with a graphic design background, but we're just going to look at some different documents and what small changes can be done to them to make them more user-friendly, more accessible. If that's the deeper learning you're using these materials, it's important that the students can interact with them. So we're going to look at how do people read on the web, white space, chunking materials, visual cues. We're going to look again at some icons and where you can get those. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with today is just some information on the library resources and how those can be deployed in your online course. I had a meeting with Joy Martin, the librarian from Aurelia, and she was just showing me some different resources, and we're going to be working together with her over this semester, next semester, to put together a package of online resources for students. So I just wanted to show you one thing in case you were unaware. So here we are on the library homepage. So library.georgiancollege.ca/main, and she showed me over to the research guides by subject, and I'm just going to choose one of them. So ECE, Early Childhood Education. So here we have, along the side, we have the books, videos, journals, data and statistics, and then they also, in some of the cases, they have them also broken down by topic. So if you were teaching in this area and you had an assignment on music and movement, as an example, there's a lot of information then broken down. So you can work with your faculty librarian to arrange these, but also if this is in your program area, you can look to see what's available, so you know when you're sending your students to the library to find some resources, what they have, and also they're very good resources for yourself. So these are all things that are either available online or in the library at the different campuses. But this is a great, I would suggest going to the library, and then again, so library home, and then over to research guides by subject, and then you can see your own subject there. And the different ones are, because they're all done by different librarians, they may look a little bit different. So this one's broken down by the books, journals, and again, this is resources that you could embed into your Blackboard shell for your students, so they know where they can find information on different databases within your program area. Okay, one last thing to leave you with is, again, if you go into our shared shell and to About, we'll look at the deliverables. So at this point, you should have your bio up in your dev shell, an up-to-date course outline, and then also a welcome message. And that can be either posted in the first week, or that could be you've already created an announcement and you're just going to deploy it when the course actually runs. So that's where we are sitting for deliverables. That's all we have for you today, and I'll see most of you tomorrow when we're looking at information design concepts. Thanks. Bye-bye.